Hey guys, welcome to the Players Point preview show for E3. We decided to get together, do some predictions, make fools of ourselves. Each of us have 3 predictions to share with you guys today. And we're going to see what happens because these could be really close and we could look like psychics or we could look like complete idiots. But that's what the point of this video is exactly. Here today next to me is Gage Paul.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm pretty good.
It's a sunny day.
Yeah, I'm really hungry.
Yeah, that's fair. So eat up these predictions because they're going to be hot.
Oh!
Next to us here as well is Diesel. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
He's pretty pissed off of my shenanigans because I can't fucking get an intro together apparently.
No, I love these. This is amazing.
Well, we're gonna get through it though. And KT as well is on the podcast preview today.
Hey guys, what's going on? We've had about 18 outtakes, so I'm really glad to be into this.
Yeah, we're here. We're doing this. This is a thing. And McLovin, Keegan is here as well. Hashtag YOLO, hashtag E3, hashtag previews.
Hashtag cell phone master race.
Yes. Cell phone master race. It's true. It probably is true. So how we're going to do this.
Doesn't want to work.
Yeah, we've had a lot of crashes as well. There's multiple issues going on, but we're going to surge through it to get these predictions to you guys. So what we're going to do, so each of us have 3 predictions. We're going to go around, take turns saying our predictions, say, you know, as well, if it's not our prediction, what we think of that one, give some thoughts on those as well, and we'll just kind of do round table until we finish up with this. So for my first prediction, I really want The Last Guardian to be at E3, so I'm expecting Sony to bring their trailer out for The Last Guardian. It's going to be coming out for the PS3 and PS4 this fall. Now, do I actually believe this? Not really, but I really want to see The Last Guardian. I'd love to play this fall. Something deep down inside of me just wants, you know, to play this game. It's been so long since they've been working on this game. They've been silent for years.
It's been since 2007.
Yeah, and the other thing as well is I just think they have been talking about. My hope is that they've just been slowly toiling away on making this game, and they didn't want to say anything because people are pissed off already. So they'll announce the trailer. They'll say the game's coming out this fall. PS3, PS4. Get ready. Get excited. Probably not.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna come out on PS3. There's no way.
Well, I think it's if they would split it, right? Like, I mean, unless they completely redid the game, right? If it's gonna look massively different, then maybe. But if they're using assets from before, then I feel like that would be a thing that they do. What do you guys think?
Aren't you terrified? I mean, like, Shadow of the Colossus and Ico are some of the 2 of the biggest and most influential games out there. Like, if The Last Guardian comes and it ends up being shit, how heartbroken would we be?
Ooh. I'm expecting. I don't think the game's gonna be amazing anymore. I just want to see what they did. I just want them to finish this game and start something new, or do what, you know, whoever like Fumito Ueda there. I want him to go off and do something else. Like, I just want to see this game get out the door, finished. Hopefully it's great. Maybe it isn't, but at least finish the project, get it done, get it out to us, and let's move on to something else.
I have a feeling if it does happen, it's just gonna end up being like Duke Nukem Forever syndrome, where we're all gonna be disappointed with the.
Oh god.
I don't think it comes out or it'll be good.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be bad. I don't think it's gonna be amazing. I don't think it's gonna be like Shadow of the Colossus worthy, but I think it's gonna be like a solid game.
Yeah.
Like a solid 8, if you will, if you're using numbering terms. I'll pass it on to you, Gage. Though, what is your first prediction?
So my first prediction is kind of like not a prediction. I guess I don't think Fallout 4 is gonna be announced. A lot of people think it is, and I don't think that's gonna happen.
Traditionally, Bethesda's, you know, especially for the big games, has waited to the VGX Awards, you know, at the end of the year. They've waited to do it on their own terms. They haven't really played around with, you know, E3 and stuff like that. They haven't given it to anybody. It's been on their own merit. So, I mean, that makes some sense. But people really want to see this, and we haven't seen a game from them, from this studio since Skyrim. So
I think they're working on it. I don't think it's gonna be announced at E3.
I think that's logical. But I hope that's another one I hope to see. So.
Bethesda didn't do Elder Scrolls Online, did they? They outsourced it to another company.
It's ZeniMax that are doing that. But there's a lot, obviously, Bethesda Studios, their track record is that they made Oblivion last generation, then they made Fallout 3, then they made Skyrim, and since then they haven't made anything else. New Vegas was made by, I forget what was. Yeah, it was another studio that made that game. So that's what they've been doing. They've been doing a back and forth of Elder Scrolls games and Fallout games. So I'm hoping that that's the trend still, but wait and see. But a new Fallout is pretty exciting if that does get announced.
Yeah, I love a new Fallout. Yeah. I just don't think it's going to happen at E3. E3.
Yeah.
We'll see though. I'll pass it on to you, Diesel. What's your first prediction there?
Well, I actually think that they're going to redo and have a new trailer for Prey 2, which was announced 2010-ish, I think,
Holy
2010 or 2011, and it looked amazing. You're a bounty hunter in space, and it was open world, and then you didn't hear anything about it. So I'm thinking this year, I'm hearing rumors it's going to come back, but not the same way it used to. So it might be something totally different.
Wait,
If the
open
game-
world space?
It's like the closest way I can put it is it's like the Boba Fett simulator,
Holy
where you just
shit,
play
that
a
sounds awesome.
space bounty hunter on this alien city planet thing. It looks cool, or it looked cool.
That sounds badass.
If Prey 2 is announced again at E3 or in any time in the future, it's going to look nothing like that game that we saw in 2010. Because that was made by a different developer. That developer's actually moved on to other stuff, but the IP is still, I believe, active for a new team. So they're working on. That's where the rumors come from that this potentially is a thing that we're going to see. That would be cool. I think the game looked really awesome. But again, one of those ones we'll have to wait and see. I think that it's happening. I don't know if it'll be at E3. That'll definitely, if it's at E3, it'll be at Sony or Microsoft's press conferences and will be a surprise. But that would be definitely cool to see for sure, though. We'll move on to you, Kronos. What's your first one on the docket there for you?
All right, well, mine's pretty much similar to Bryden's. I think The Last Guardian is going to get some new footage, and it's going to finally be unveiled with an actual release date coming mid-2015. However, I think it's going to be reworked with new graphics and being transferred over to the PlayStation 4 system, since it can handle a lot more physics that could make The Last Guardian amazing.
Yeah. So, I mean, they've obviously reworked that game, so that makes a lot of sense, and that's kind of where our predictions there differ. I'm saying it's going to be a console, not a console exclusive. It's going to be PS3 and PS4, so it'll be obviously a Sony game still, but then also that'll be coming out this fall. Versus you saying it's going to be a PS4 only game in 2015.
I think
so,
that does happen. It's way more likely to be Katie's scenario where it's PS4 and it's 2015, at least 2015.
I say it's PS4 only because we look at the PlayStation 2, we look at how amazing and how big of a scale Shadow of the Colossus was, and with a game like The Last Guardian, it's going to be similar to that. And with the failure of the Battlefield 4 on like Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, which was god-awful, by the way, I don't think they would try to push the hardware limitations that much.
Yeah, that makes sense. We'll move on to you, Keegan. You had some Nintendo predictions. You're coming in hot with some hot Nintendo scoops. Lay those scoops down.
Bring you the Nintendo information because you need to know the McLovin guarantee. That's what I'm bringing you today.
Yeah, from the phone as well. So if the audio is a little bit sketchy, that's because McLovin trashed his computer. Wasn't good enough for him. He's now on the phone.
Yeah, it happens. McLovin guarantee number 1. Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. We're going to be getting some gameplay. And probably not a hard release date, but we're definitely going to get some gameplay. Nothing game-breaking, probably just some graphic show-offs. And that's what we'll probably see from them. That'll probably maybe kick off the show, kind of to pull the nostalgia in for the press conference, get all the people who played that like a decade ago, get them interested, and then they'll release crap after that.
How long ago?
But we'll talk about that later.
It's a decade ago or so.
That was a decade ago?
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, it was a decade ago.
That does not feel like that long.
Long time ago. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That's pretty safe, I'd say. If their press thingy, Nintendo's press thingy, I don't know how it's gonna really look. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do. But that makes sense for them to do that. It'd be a solid, little dot to tick off on the list there for them. So
yeah, especially since it's their biggest series, it would make the most sense to have something there about it.
And 3DS is obviously so hot right now that they need to have stuff for that too. So showing off something like that will be a positive. Yeah, I'll move on to my next one though, and this one's EA centric. I think that EA is going to unveil the next chapter in the Mass Effect series. Obviously, Mass Effect 3 came out a couple of years ago now, and that game was, it was a good game. I love Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 3 is a bit disappointing to me.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see more from that series because it actually is one of my favorite series as a whole. So I don't think that they're going to actually release it this year. Obviously, it'll be something down the road, but they've been teasing it. So, they're going to show a trailer, maybe say 2015, but I'm just going to say that they're not going to really do a date. and they'll show off a bit of gameplay as well. So that's my my second guess there for that one. So
That's
yeah.
possible.
I mean, I think that it's a thing. It's in progress, so it makes sense for EA to pop that out because they obviously have their own press conference and they want to have as much as they can to get people excited. Like last year, they brought out Mirror's Edge and Battlefront. So I mean, those games we have heard nothing of since then. So they obviously are about the thrills, about getting people excited. So I assume that maybe Mass Effect's another thing that we'll do this year. So yeah, I'll move on to Gage's second one though.
So my second one is kind of a long shot. It's a really big long shot actually. It's Valve will unveil Left 4 Dead 3
at E3.
At E3,
which is that's you're talking about Last Guardian being.
Yeah, no.
This is the long of the long shots.
Especially because the Left 4 Dead team is working on another game.
Yeah. We'll see though. I mean, like Valve usually normally stays away from E3 as a place to talk about stuff, but you know they can surprise, and that's the thing that they might want to do is to steal a bit of that spotlight away from you know the other big developers out there, and obviously the publishers too. So yeah, we could see that might happen, but I don't.
I doubt it. Yeah. I highly doubt it. Portal 2 is rare anyway, and it was only like Gabe Newell came out on the Sony press conference and he's like, Portal 2, and he walked off stage. I swear, that's all he did. So even if it does happen, we're gonna get nothing of it. We won't see anything.
They had a big partnership there too, where like you still go to Steam login and it's like, are you a new PS3 user? Like,
didn't if you buy it on PS3, it came with like a Steam code.
Yeah, like it was interesting how it kind of tied itself together that way. We'll move on to your next one though, Diesel. What's your number 2 prediction?
My number 2 is Halo 5 will show a gameplay and it'll show off the Xbox One's killer app, and it'll be the actual killer app because Titanfall didn't work, and they'll give down a little story synopsis and then some gameplay, and then they're gonna be like October 2015 or early November, whichever one.
Yeah, whichever suits their fans. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, I think they're kind of on record saying 2015.
I think usually don't they do September?
Yeah, I mean, like that's kind of their jam, like Bungie. Well, that's actually Bungie's jam.
Oh yeah, I guess.
I mean, like Bungie's doing that for the new game of Destiny that they're bringing out. But yeah, I mean, like they've talked a little bit about it. They haven't really shown off anything. So seeing Halo 5 in action makes a lot of sense. And I think that's a pretty solid. I would almost bet money on that being a thing that we'll see for sure. So
exactly.
Which is why it's a good prediction, unlike the couple of the ones we've been doing, which are just bull shots in the dark. Let's move on to your next one, Kronos.
Well, here's another shot in the dark then. I'm kind of with Gage on this one. I'm expecting to see either, Valve bring out something amazing, Left 4 Dead 3. Maybe we're going to see, like, Half-Life 3.
I love how you just, like, pause. You're like, Half-Life.
Yeah, I thought about it. I was like, I wonder how much hate I'm going to get for this one. Fuck it. But I think, like, Half-Life 3 is a definite because we have heard some stuff about that recently, haven't we? It's in the Steam... It's in the Steam database, and there was something leaked from.
I think someone said it's in development as well.
Yeah, and they said it was in development. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Wishful thinking, but I think people have been wishing for that for a very long time. Let's go back to the Nintendo corner with McLovin. What's up for your second prediction?
What's up? Nintendo is probably working on something, a new idea. Maybe they got the microtransaction thing again. We'll have some new really innovative idea, and we'll release a game, like an eShop game, and then it'll get released, and it probably won't be very well, and they'll fail. They'll probably drop the idea.
The realest prediction
because they realize they can't do anything. I mean, they can do stuff, like they make good games, but like they keep trying to branch out with these odd games, and they just never work. So that's what I'm feeling. We're gonna get a couple of those, probably 2, and they might hit us with something big.
Yeah.
Which I'll probably get to later.
I really want what I want. I want a new Metroid game, but am I gonna get it?
And I want one as well.
No, I'm not gonna get it.
I just want a really good Zelda game.
I mean, they've been on record saying that the new Zelda for the Wii U is gonna be at this year's E3. They've said that. Now, are they gonna go back on that? Possibly, but I'm excited to see that. The long shot that I know is not going to happen, like I already said. I just want to see a new Metroid. I've wanted to play a Metroid game. Yeah, let's move back around, though. So we've gone the whole loop. My final one. I did a switch up because I was thinking Fallout 4, teaser trailer at Microsoft's press conference. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling too confident on that. So I decided to go back to Sony. Sony Bend's been working on a game. Sony Bend's potentially, I really feel like they're working on a PS4 game. I'm going to say that they're working on a new IP that'll be coming out for the PS4, not this year, next year. They'll finally show it off, maybe some gameplay too. They had the Order 1886 last year. That was kind of like the Ready at Dawn was doing it. It was the studio they haven't heard much about, but they were showing off this really cool new game. I think Sony Bend's the one that's been under the radar for quite some time, and they're the one that's going to show something off. And not Siphon Filter, it's going to be a new IP. Also, just a side note too, besides from that, stay tuned for Guerrilla Games because they make Killzone, but there's another studio as well that's working on RPG, and that might be announced at E3 as well, but I'm feeling more confident about Sony Bend. So I'm going to say Sony Bend announced a new IP at this year's press conference for Sony. So we'll see if that happens. I feel pretty confident. That's probably the most positive one for. Like that's the thing that can potentially happen. So yeah, we'll move on to your final one though, Gage.
Okay, so it's another long shot.
Yeah.
I think Titanfall 2 will be announced at EA's press conference, and it won't be platform exclusive.
I think this is the thing that will happen.
Yeah.
But I don't think.
Yeah,
it's
I think it might be a little early.
Yeah.
But who knows?
I mean,
I think we might get like a little look at it.
Yeah, they could do that too. Like we're talking about EA and their like Mirror's Edge, little look, and Battlefront little look. They could very well be like
just like a logo.
Yeah, or just be like Titanfall 2 coming in the future.
PS4 and Xbox One logos both come out. But
yeah, hugging each other. Let's move on to your last one, Diesel. What's your last prediction?
Well, my last one is that Sony is going to show off Project Morpheus, their virtual reality headset or competitor to the Oculus Rift, and they are going to give it a price tag of $300 because that's the price of the Oculus, and if they're smart, they won't make it any more expensive.
And yeah, that's something they very well could do. I think they're going to name it something else because it's called Project Morpheus, but yeah, I think that there's a chance. I think we're going to see it. I mean, I feel like because it was at GDC, right? Or
I believe so.
Yeah, it was at GDC and PAX East, I'm going to say, but I feel like they're going to bring it out again and kind of, want to show it to the world and say, hey, because so many people watch these conferences too, it's a great time to show off stuff that you just want to get out there, right? So showing off a cool demo, being like, hey, this is what this is, and like you said, dropping a price or something like that that's going to come out. Seems logical. Yeah. Let's move on to your last one, Kronos. What's your final prediction for us?
I think mine's a little bit more solid than the ones I've said before. I'm expecting Square Enix to actually come out with a brand new title. Back with the, booming success of Bravely Default. I mean, everybody and their moms have been talking about this game. They said that they're going back to their roots and they're going to start making more traditional JRPGs like that. So I think they're going to bring out something that's going to be a major hit. Hopefully it's not going to flop, but they said no Final Fantasy 15 and no Kingdom Hearts 3, so they have to have something planned.
Yeah, that makes sense. And hopefully they'll have something there too, right? So,
oh, yeah.
And Keegan, what's your final Nintendo prediction for us?
Final McLovin guarantee. Smash Bros. Will get its release date at E3, and I'm going to tell you when it is. It's July 5th to the 12th. Any day within there, I guarantee it.
And that's for the 3DS version, right?
Yeah, 3DS version, because the Wii's coming out in December. They probably won't announce that until PAX, I guess.
Makes sense, because obviously that's a pretty cool
Obviously,
date.
they gave summer, and E3 would be the best time to announce it. And July 5th to 12th just seems like a right time. Gives like about a month for like the hype to build up a little bit more.
Yeah, and
and lets them release the rest, and then it'll be out.
No, I mean, that would be a perfect time for it to come out, too. Because, like Gage just said, nothing else is there. But that's pretty much it for our predictions. I want to run through quickly a couple other ones, though, that we had from other members of the Players' Point. Just to, also throw them out there. So if they are right, then they get the praise for that. If they're wrong, then they also look like idiots just like us, too. So we got Brad's predictions, Not So Ordinary Gamer, saying that Nintendo's going to announce 2 crazy new characters for Smash Brothers. Plausible, right? We've seen character unveils.
Definitely.
Well, they've already announced.
Definitely going to agree with that.
6.
Yeah, they're going to announce probably Ness, and then somebody else.
They have 6 characters announced.
Okay.
That was gross. I shouldn't have done that.
So there's a chance. There is a chance that they'll definitely show that off. He also said that PlayStation is going to launch PlayStation Now immediately after the conference. So they're going to say, their streaming app thing that they were talking about last year. They said it's not coming out when the game PlayStation 4 is going to launch, and it's still kind of been under the radar. They've been doing betas for it, but Just kind of that, you know, thing that sometimes they do, like Microsoft showed off that new Slim. They're like, and it's in stores right now, or something like that. They could very well do that for the PlayStation Now. And then his last one is Microsoft's going to announce their own VR headset to compete with Sony's and also the Oculus as well. So that one I don't see happening, but again, could be their shot in the dark.
What if they supported Oculus or something?
I could see that.
Happen.
No, I don't think.
Because Facebook now owns Oculus, and Facebook and Microsoft getting in bed's not really a thing that's going to happen. Last, we have predictions as well from Sam, who said to us that Fallout 4 will be announced, so I kind of said that I was thinking that might be a thing. He said that it was going to be a thing, so we'll leave it to Sam for that one there. And he also said that Sony's press conference, more Destiny gameplay will be shown off, to tepid response, which is an interesting one, kind of saying that they'll show off some gameplay and people will kind of be like, eh. Because there's been some really positive feedback about the game, but there's also been some out there that have been like, you know, this is what Halo, you know, this is the Halo creators where they're going to go with this now, is this completely different thing. Borderlands-esque might not keep everybody happy in that regard. So that could be a thing. His last one is Microsoft will have a new Xbox One variant at E3 shown off, similar to Xbox 360 Slim.
I don't think that'll happen.
I don't think that's going to happen either, but the idea that they will bring out this new Xbox that'll be connectless and also be like, hey, and also it's, you know, it's snazzy and it isn't a VCR, so.
Instead of being a VHS player, it's going to be a Betamax player, I'm calling it.
Oh, you already announced a connectless SKU?
Yeah,
We'll have a cassette player inside of it. That's what they're replacing the Connect with.
Hasn't even been a year. There's no way there's another.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen either. But I mean, it's a prediction, and he can sink with his own ship. That's what I'll say. That's it for our predictions today, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll have more stuff going up during E3 as well. We'll be doing conference recaps. We'll also be looking back at all the trailers, all the gameplays, giving our best of as well. And we'll have our weekly podcast going up too on Wednesday, along with trailer analysis for big games from E3. Thank you guys for being on the show today. We'll have more stuff coming up soon. If you like this, subscribe for more. We'll be around doing a lot of stuff coming up, so stay tuned, find out more about us, and check out our own channel as well in the description.
Come on, Bryden, give him the point. Give him the point, man. Come on.
That's the point!
Yeah!